Hey everybody, it's Dr. Rick. Man, it's already close to 5 here. I've been going all day. Decided to stop and drop in on you guys with a special offer. Look, you're going to find some guys out there that are going to tell you, hey, I'm a self-made person. I did this, I did that. I can tell you from all the things that I've been able to accomplish, from everything that I have had the pleasure of experiencing and fighting for. I had to do the hard work. I had to become what was necessary, but there were definitely people along the way who helped me. A lot of times I went out and found those people. Other times, because I was on my journey, because I was headed in the right direction, because I was in the space I was created to be in, they found me because we were meant to intersect. But let me tell you, attempting to move towards something that is astronomically beyond what other people are doing and experiencing is something that requires a unified effort of people who are a part of your circle, who can in some way sense your vision, become acquainted with your vision, sense your gift, be able to look at and say, hey, look, I believe in you, and in some way add to you. Some people are going to be there solely to fan your flames. Other people are going to be there to point out things that may stand in your way. Other people are going to be there because they understand the clues that success has left behind. And they're going to be there to illuminate the clues because success does leave clues. But you're going to need some people along the way. I literally make a living being a part of an equation of success by being the part that comes in and says, hey, this is what you should be doing. This is how you should be thinking. Hey, watch yourself talk, the things you're saying, having a background in psychology in human behavior allows me to look at your conversation, your linguistic expression, and determine some of the things that are going on inside of your mind without you actually having to tell me. And I can tell you what thinking is inhibiting you from doing what you're doing, whether it's starting a new business, strengthening existing relationships, improving your financial situation, losing weight, getting in shape, starting a new career, taking the career you're at to the next level. You need to have a specific idea of where you're going. You need to have a vision, an understanding. I'm so big on visions, and I'm doing a major event. We haven't set a date yet, but this is going to be major. It's going to be live and virtual. And we're going to talk about how we manifest, but that's in the future. What I want to do now is I want to find 10 people. I've opened 10 slots for a total of 4 sessions. Now, I'm going to use my model for rapid change breakthrough sessions, which is a 45-minute session. It's meant to identify an issue, look at the strategy of overcoming that issue, and build around it with a specific plan and to launch you into it. But here's what I'm going to do. I am actually offering my rapid change breakthrough session, which is $350 for half off, but I'm also gifting. Now, I've done 2, but this time I'm doing 3 additional sessions. That's $1,400 worth of time with me for $175. I'm only doing it for 10 people. I have it set up to end tomorrow. It's just one way that I'm working to try to reach people that normally might not get a chance to sit in front of me, but have just as much right to see and understand the things in front of them, and that opportunity is there for them as well. There's nobody on this planet that does not have a gift on the inside of them. There's nobody on this planet that doesn't have the potential to rise up and be far more than what they are currently doing. I don't care how high you are, you can get higher. I don't care how low you are, you can go beyond where you're at right now, and you can do some things that people don't think is possible for you. But you need to be aware of what's in front of you. A lot of you are talking yourselves out of an opportunity. A lot of you are thinking yourselves out of an opportunity. A lot of you are sitting around and just hoping and wishing something falls out of the sky and happens for you because you think somebody will just simply recognize what's going on. Let me tell you something. The people who have come along in my life and been emphatically influential in the things that I've been able to accomplish came along while I was in the midst of my work. I took the reins of my life and said, I'm not going to sit around. I'm not going to wait on somebody to do something. I'm not going to expect someone to do something for me free. Now, it doesn't mean that people haven't come along and put me under their wing, but it came at a time when I was already investing in myself, that I was already willing to do what it was going to take. I was already sitting up. I've bought programs. I've paid for courses. I've sit up and I've paid. My schooling is paid for it, all the way up to 2 doctoral degrees. I worked it. I did it. I didn't ask anybody for anything. I did it. So when someone comes along and says, hey, look, man, I'm just watching you. I just want to be a part of what you're doing. And it actually, I'm looking at somebody, and the person who's saying this is somebody I admire, somebody that I look at and go, man, I will. And they'll come to me and say, man, I'm watching you. And I'm going like, hey, I just want to be a part of what this kid is doing. I just want to be a part of what this guy is doing. I just want to be a part of where they're headed. I want to be in that story, because someday that story is going to be told. And then they come along. But I'm telling you that I had long since, before they came along, already invested in myself, already pushed myself, already applied myself. Nobody's going to come invest more in you than you invest in yourself. Here I am right now sitting in front of you saying, look, I'm going to give you $1,400 worth of time with me for $175. But we're not going to sit around. We're going to break down some of the things that are going on in your life that's stopping you from doing what you're doing. We're going to look at it. We're going to talk about it. But we're not going to talk about it for the sake of yapping. We're going to talk about it and say, okay, if you stop doing this and you start doing this, I'm telling you, success leaves clues and winners leave patterns. If you study people who win, that's a pattern. There's a pattern in how early they wake up. It's a pattern in how many books they read. It's a pattern in the conversation. It's a pattern in the circles that they create and they operate in, the conversations they have versus the conversation of the normal person, how they approach their challenges. See, I can guarantee you, when you find the winner, you won't find a complainer. When you find the person that's winning in life and doing something exceptional in their area or their sphere of influence, they're not complainers. They're problem solvers. There are people who are sitting up and looking at it and say, hey, I see this challenge. There's an answer for it. There's a solution for it. I'm going to focus on the solution. I'm not going to focus on the problem. Why is that so important? Because whatever you focus on, you feel. We're going to deal with those things. When you sit down in front of me, we're going to talk about what type of conversations you're having with yourself about yourself. I can't explain to you in this short period of time how important your self-talk is to your success, how important your self-talk is to your mental health, how important your self-talk is to you in developing the confidence you're going to need to be able to move in life and develop strong, lasting, bonding, truly bonded relationships. It's going to require you to be in a space where you know who you are, where you are acquainted with yourself, where you are acquainted with your purpose, where you are acquainted with who you need to be in order to excel in this world. There is nothing easy about success, but there is a path for everybody to it. Everybody's path isn't the same, but there are going to be some similarities in the path. People who tend to wake up early tend to be ahead of the game. People who are avid readers tend to be ahead of the game. People who associate with other high achievers tend to be high achievers. You're going to normally be the average of the 5 people you spend the most time around. Building a circle of winners is important. I even help in facilitating that. Matter of fact, Anybody who signs up, here's another $100. So now we're up to $1,500 because here, anybody who signs up now will be admitted automatically with a lifetime membership to the Epic Realm community of high achievers. This is a place where people are at they've done their things. A lot of them are former clients that have gone on and did their thing, and now we're in one area supporting one another, encouraging one another. Man, there's some people that when they first came across, they were going for their doctorates. They got their doctorates. People coming across, they were starting a business. They banging in the business industry. People coming across, they were deciding to get into real estate. Now they're sitting up in there in the real estate area. Look, here's the thing. I am going to give you my rapid change breakthrough session half off. Give you 3 more sessions at no charge. That's $1,400. That's $350 a session. I'm giving it to you for $175. And then I'm giving you a free $100 lifetime membership to the Epic Realm community of high achievers, where people who have worked with me predominantly, there's a couple of people who haven't worked directly with me, but most of them have. All of them have followed me and read something or studied something of mine, and that's how they came to me. And so we've got these people all in one space. I'm inviting you inside, lifetime membership. This is an area where you come and get your fans flamed. This is where you come and you lay your ideas on the table, and people actually get excited about your ideas and come in and they give you their input. This is where we have Q&A sessions. I've been kind of missing in action on the Q&A sessions because I've been dealing with some personal stuff, but I'm coming back into it. But shoot, we got some people. An old client, Sonia, is on the game. Dr. Sherry is on the game. So we got mental health stuff going. We got finance stuff. We've got a lot of stuff going on inside this community where a lot of people are there and can contribute, and to a point to where I can literally step out, deal with some personal stuff, and people are still supporting each other and growing things and saying, hey, doc, this is what I want to do. I'm gonna start this on every Thursday. Go right ahead. And there it is. They're doing it. What am I saying? I'm saying you get in the right environment and you will literally change your energy. You'll change your expectations. You will be driven to see things differently. I'm telling you, you will be the average of the 5 people you hang around the most. I'm giving you an environment where you can create a circle out of the people who are already winning, who want to show you how to win. Now, that is just something I'm throwing in, and it just came in. So it's not even in the description box, but I'm telling you, if you sign up between now and tomorrow, and you're one of the 10, because I only have 10 slots, because it's, I'm giving away 3 sessions and 1 at half price. So that's 4 slots on my calendar that I'm giving away. 3 of them are completely for free. Another one is at half off. You can do the math and you can understand the business in that. But I'm excited about helping people, and it's a short-lived opportunity. I'm only giving 10 away, and when it's done, it's done. And I'm being reeled in. I don't know if you realize the difference between this month and last month. I'm really being reeled in. I'm ducking. You see what time I'm up here offering this, and I am excited still about everything we're doing, but it is a time for me to hunker down and do what I need to do. But at the same time, I want to bless as many people as I possibly can, and I'm gonna continue to do it. I'm telling you though, stay tuned for this next event. Well, it ain't the next event. I have another event before, but there's going to be an event. It's going to be a live event where people attend, but it's going to also be an event where people will be attending virtually and still be able to participate in the event. This event is going to be electric. If you've never heard me speak, if you've never seen me on stage, then you don't understand. If you think I'm animated in my videos and what you see on social media, you haven't. You need to be there. That's all I'm gonna say. And this is not some emotional trip. Yeah, I'm gonna take you on an emotional ride, but I guarantee you what I'm going to bless you with as far as what you are capable of in doing, and a step-by-step process. And look, this isn't something I'm telling you, you're going to get it, then go home and try it. No, we're going to do it that day. This is an 8-hour event. Out of that 8 hours, you're going to get 6.5 hours of me. You're going to get some entertainment. You're going to get some music. You're going to get a bunch of things, but you're going to get 6.5 hours of nothing but electricity. The way only I can bring it. And I'm telling you, you're going to experience something that day. When you leave, you will not be the same. And of course, as you move on and you take it with you, you're going to expand. Get ready for that. But in the meantime, come sit down in front of me, one-on-one, me and you, your dream, and let's get it. One-on-one, me and you, your dream, let's get it. It sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, I do this consistently. If you're serious about getting something, I've just given you 3 sessions worth $350, absolutely free. The other one is half off. Then I've given you a free membership inside my inner circle of high achievers. I want somebody who's ready to step up and say, hey, man, this is what I'm trying to do. And then if you look in the description box, there are some questions. Answer the questions and be prepared to send them to me once you hear from me after you have registered. Because when you send them to me, I'm going to look at them. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to engage each other before you ever have that first session, so that when we sit down, it's going to be about getting it. It's going to be about changing. It's going to be about what needs to happen. And there's something that needs to happen. There's something stopping you, whether it's a limiting belief, whether it's the way you're talking, whether it's low expectations, whether it's fear of what someone else is going to say, whether it's fear of the uncertainty, whatever it is, we're going to identify, and then we're going to attack it. We're going to address it in our thinking, in our speech, in our movements, how we operate. We're going to come to an understanding of what has to be done. We're going to find the clues. We're going to talk about the patterns, and we're going to merge them and integrate them into our lives. And we're going to move towards that goal. We are coming to get it. If you want a piece of it, this is the time. This is the time. I told you last year, this time, that this year was going to be epic. This year is not, it is not disappointing. Oh, it has been challenging. Oh, I have taken some hits, but guess what? I'm still standing. I'm still breathing. I'm still in the fight. I'm still pushing. And I want you to experience what it's like when you stand and you push. I was telling somebody I was talking to earlier today, I said, one of my favorite movies is Deja Vu with Denzel Washington and Paula Patton. But there's a point where he's sitting in front of the bomber. He's traveled back in time, and he's sitting in front of the bomber, and he's trying to figure out how to stop this guy from blowing up something that in real time he's already blown up, but it's back. So he's talking to the guy, and the guy looks him dead in the face, and he says, do you know the definition of destiny? And Denzel's frustrated, and because he's trying to save Paula Patton, who got killed in the explosion, and that's his whole mind, because he's become fixated with it. He's trying to save her, and this guy's sitting in front of him. He knows he's the bomber, but he can't do anything, so he's trying to figure out how. And the guy asks him, "Do you know the definition of destiny?" And Denzel Washington says, "No, what?" He says, "The more you try to stop it, you only ensure that it happens." There are things in front of you right now. There are people in front of you right now that appear to be obstacles, strongholds that are holding you down. They're simply a part of the story of your breakthrough, a part of the story of your destiny. They don't have the power to stop you. Only you can stop your destiny by quitting. If you decide I'm not quitting, they can't do anything but become a part of your testimony. What am I trying to tell you? Stand up, square your shoulders, and let's put in that work. On that note, look, I'm going to get out of here. I've got a meeting I need to get to, but I had to sit down, and I had to share this with you. It came to me. I'm like, hey, I'm limited in what I can do discounts on now, because I said we entered a new pricing structure. But this is one of the things that we've agreed that I could play around with. So I'm going to be playing around with this thing whenever I get a chance. But this is what I'm going to be doing for this month, is these 10. If you want to be a part of it, now's the time. From now to tomorrow, or when the first 10 I'm taking the first 10 people. When those slots are filled, I will put you on a waiting list. I will inform you that you're on the waiting list. And if you want your money refunded after being put on the waiting list, you can, or you can just simply wait until we're able to service you, because I do want to work with you. But obviously the first 10 are going to be contacted within 24 to 48 hours to schedule your 4 sessions. And we're going to start working as early as next week. So here we are with that chance to do something to change your life. Only you can change it. Only you can be committed to it. Only you're going to do it. And I'm telling you that I started in a place that didn't look anything like the place I'm in. I started in a place where I saw everything and it appeared to be lack. But then I learned that lack doesn't really exist because I live in a world of abundance because God is abundance and I have God in me. And so I am abundance. And I just needed to learn how to speak. I needed to learn how to move. I needed to learn how to believe. I needed to learn how to think. I needed to learn how to overcome some things. I needed to learn how to be patient and withstand some things. But I needed to be relentless enough to never quit. One of my favorite passages is Hebrew chapter 10 and 35 through 39, where we're talking about giving up. Says, my soul has no pleasure in those who give up, in those who turn back, in those who let go. But then the writer says, but we are not those who turn back to perdition. Perdition is utter destruction, ultimate utter destruction. We don't turn back to perdition. It's telling you turning back is destructive. It's telling you giving up is destructive. It's saying, but we are not those who turn back to utter destruction. We are those who push on, who persevere to the saving of the soul until we have achieved the very thing that we set forth to do. We don't quit. And out of reading that a long time ago, I developed this mantra that I had heard someone say, and it became a deep part of me. And if you've ever heard me speak live, you've heard me say, no surrender, no retreat. I'm not giving in. I'm not letting go. I'm not turning back. Oh, no. I'm pushing on until the saving of the soul. I'm pushing on until I achieve that thing for which I have set out to do. I can't quit. Life snatched the breath out of me earlier this year, but can't quit. I found a way to breathe and I continue to go on. I'm trying to get you to understand something. You have no idea what you're capable of because you won't reach outside of the box you're sitting in. Look, I didn't even come to do all of this. This was supposed to be a 5-minute, hey man, here goes the thing. Check it out. If you want to do it, do it. But somebody out there wants to take a chance. But hey, I'm telling you now, it seems like yesterday I was walking across the stage getting my high school diploma. I now have a 37-year-old daughter who's been married for 16 years. The time does not wait on no man. Make your time matter. That's the beautiful thing about why I get so excited about life, despite some of the challenges I've had to face. It's because it's not about me anymore. It's about my legacy. What am I doing with my time? When I leave this place, what am I leaving behind that speaks of me, that says I was here and did more than just exist? Oh, I'm trying to get you to understand. On that note, I'm gonna get out of here. Like I said, I've got a meeting to get to. Again, man, planning to really close this year out on a bang. I'm already excited about how big next year is going to be, but I refuse to lay low. I refuse to hunker down in misery and pout. I'm going to exercise the power within me to rise. And I'm challenging every last person who watches this video or who hears it in some distant place while they are doing something else. Take the reins of your life and do the exceptional. You're going to give somebody that's watching you permission to do the same. On that note, I'm out of here. As I always say, I live my life on full so that when I leave this place, I down and eat. I challenge you to do the same thing. On that note, I'm out. Peace.